Got a quick screencast here to explain to you the ethnocentrism project, the next major part of this unit on Africa. The task is listed here. I won't read it to you, but it's basically you finding a tradition in the country you've been assigned that might cause people to react in a negative way. So maybe you're studying something like Fulani whip fighting in Nigeria or Benin, and you're going to research that tradition and get an idea of what its purpose is, where it comes from, and then why we might view it in a negative way, and what is the United States counterpart? Like, what's a tradition that we do that serves the same purpose as something like Fulani whip fighting? So, if you want to read through here, it'll give you that little introduction and tell you that your task is in the end of this, you're going to be making a public service announcement to spread awareness of the particular tradition that you're studying. Here's our central question: where do I see ethnocentrism in the world today, and what can I do about it? Public service announcements are meant to educate people and reduce ignorance, and we're hoping that that would help for that particular tradition. I've got the standard here, and I've annotated it a little bit to give you a basic idea of the things you'll need to know. So I would make sure to check both the green and the blue box to make sure that when you're researching, when you're creating, that you're covering these main ideas. The standard is a student will become critically aware of ethnocentrism, its manifestations, and its consequences in a world that is interconnected. That's the standard. That is the center for this project. We're going to be using the inquiry process like we did last year for you to create this project. Step one, you'll be answering that central question in a general way, meaning finding the tradition that you are going to research. Step two is your research proposal. You'll be writing some questions for me and then answering them with acceptable sources. Step three is that answering process. So you'll be answering those questions in the same document that you created them. Step four is right here. You're going to be organizing your evidence and making a claim about your topic. I've got the requirements of the claim listed right here. In that one sentence, you have to have the name of the ritual that you're studying, the purpose of your ritual and where it occurs, and the US version of this particular practice. And again, I've got examples of this later on, but you need those three questions answered within your statement. You'll then be creating an authentic product of your learning, meaning we're going to be making an actual public service announcement that would be used to spread awareness of your particular tradition and why it's important. Reduce ignorance. Some helpful hints here. There are different types of public service announcements that you could make: radio, television, cartoons, or animations as your public service announcement. So you could do those things. Step six, you'll be sharing your learning with your classmates, or at least part of your class. There'll be more details on that to come. And then, as always, I've got the rubric here for you about what needs to be in this PSA. Our criterion are the tradition, and it explains what you'll need to do for that tradition in the rubric right here. I would just look at the advanced category. You need to have knowledge of the cultural universals in this project that we studied earlier in this unit. You also need to have a cultural connection, meaning the US equivalent. What is a tradition in our society that is similar or serves the same purpose as the one in your country? And of course, you're going to need to be able to explain ethnocentrism. That is the basic project introduction. Again, our goal is to create a PSA to help other people understand traditions in other nations and reduce ethnocentrism and ignorance. Obviously, I have this doc linked as well. If you have any other questions, see your instructor. Thanks.